Graduation means unemployment. Those 5 words are truly heartbreaking. I've just finished revising my thesis. I haven't even graduated or received my degree yet, but I'm already worried about finding a job. Is this the difficult reality that every new graduate has to go through? There was once a period in China when a university degree was considered a ticket to changing one's life. Many families in rural areas were willing to borrow money, sell their land, and save every penny for many years with only one hope: that after graduating from university, their children would have a stable job, a high salary, and a life less difficult than that of their parents. But today, among the skyscrapers and crowded cities, more and more young graduates are falling into an extremely bitter reality. The following story, which has been attracting attention on the social media platform Douyin in recent days, is about a young woman who graduated with honors from Peking University, majoring in business administration, having to stand selling instant noodles and soft drinks at a small convenience store after many months of being unable to find a job related to her field of study. I need to let some stress out for a bit. The internet has honestly become my emotional dumping ground. There are things I can't talk about with people in real life, so in the end, I just come online to get things off my chest and feel a little lighter. It's been 3 years since I graduated from university. Since graduating, I've gone through 3 different jobs, but all of them were completely unrelated to my major. Spending 4 years studying for something, only to realize you can't even work in the field you once wanted, is honestly hard to put into words. I've sent out countless resumes and gone to many interviews. Every day I open my phone and scroll through job listings, but then I realize that every company seems to want everything: experience, skills, the ability to handle pressure, overtime, multitasking. Meanwhile, fresh graduates like us often have nothing but a degree and whatever hope we still have left. Some companies seemed very enthusiastic during the interview, then suddenly disappeared without a word. Others let me work a few trial days before saying, "You're not the right fit." I've heard it so many times that I've started doubting myself. Sometimes when I look at my friends who have stable careers and jobs related to their majors, I can't help but feel discouraged. It feels like I've fallen far behind everyone else. The pressure of rent, food, bills, and daily expenses doesn't really give me the luxury to rest for too long. Right now, I'm temporarily working at a convenience store just to support myself. The job is exhausting, but at least it helps me keep going day by day. I still don't know what my future will look like, but I hope this convenience store job is only temporary, and that someday I'll finally find a job that truly fits me and matches the field I studied. If you're unemployed too, struggling to find work, or feeling useless sometimes, you're honestly not alone. Being an adult just means everyone is silently trying their best to survive. Many people who hear her story might laugh and say, "So after all those years in university, she ended up working retail anyway." But behind that story is a sense of helplessness that not everyone can understand. Because the scariest thing is not what job you do to survive. The most painful thing is realizing that after years of studying and trying your best, it still wasn't enough to help you get the job you truly wanted and the stable life you hoped for. Not only are many graduates now forced to sell instant noodles or soft drinks just to survive day by day, but more and more young people are also accepting physically demanding jobs, food delivery work, or working as hired drivers after long periods of unemployment. Another case that is also attracting major attention from the online community is the story of an information technology graduate who decided to become a delivery driver just 3 months after graduation because he could not find a suitable job. Like thousands of other students, he entered university carrying many hopes and expectations, believing that as long as he earned a university degree, his future would be brighter. But after graduating, reality immediately hit him hard. He kept sending out resumes but received no responses. Some companies demanded years of experience, while others were hiring but offered salaries too low to even cover rent and living expenses in the city. After 3 months of unemployment, his savings gradually ran out, and the financial pressure became heavier and heavier. In the end, he decided to sign up as a food delivery driver just to make enough money to survive. From being a university graduate, he now spends every day riding through the streets under the scorching sun and heavy rain, delivering meals, drinks, and small packages to customers. Some days, he works non-stop from morning until night. Yet, after deducting expenses and penalties for late deliveries, he has almost nothing left. What is worth mentioning is that being a delivery driver is far from easy. unlike what many people imagine. Many delivery workers say that to earn a stable income, they practically have to work all day long while dealing with constant pressure to deliver on time. Customers canceling orders, crowded streets, and harsh weather conditions. Some people say that seeing delivery drivers earn a few hundred yuan a day makes the job look easy. But in reality, the price they pay is their health, their time, and countless invisible pressures. Especially for young graduates who have just entered society, the biggest shock is not simply becoming a delivery driver or doing manual labor. It is the feeling that after studying for so many years and carrying the hopes of their families, they still have to struggle just to earn enough money to survive in the city. Many of them do not dare post pictures of their current jobs on social media. They do not dare call home, and some even avoid their old friends because they are afraid of being asked. So what are you doing after graduation now? But amid all these hardships, what moves many people is that a lot of young people still choose to stand back up instead of giving up. They accept working as delivery drivers, restaurant staff, shop assistants, or doing any job as long as it is honest work that allows them to earn money. Because for them, simply surviving in the city right now is already an enormous effort. And perhaps the stories of university graduates becoming delivery drivers today are also reflecting a troubling reality worth thinking about. A university degree alone is no longer enough to guarantee a stable future if young people lack practical skills and the job market continues to become as fiercely competitive as it is today. I've only been doing this job for about 2 days. I couldn't find a job, and for new graduates these days, finding work is honestly really difficult. So for now, I'm doing food delivery because the schedule is flexible, which still gives me time to look for a job related to my major. My parents actually don't want me to do delivery work. They're worried about accidents. Delivery jobs are very rushed now. The delivery times are short, and sometimes you have to handle multiple orders at once. It constantly feels stressful and hurried. The pay per order is much lower now than it used to be. It's not like before anymore. It's been more than 2 years already. What I like about this job is the freedom. I can control my own schedule. After graduating from university, I worked for several companies. I used to work in e-commerce, manage fan pages, make short videos, and even do sales. But later, I quit for many different reasons. Now I deliver around 30 orders a day, working from 10 a.m. until 10 or 11 at night. The hardest moment was when I was carrying 3 or 4 orders, and my motorbike suddenly got a flat tire. Luckily, the delivery locations weren't too far away, only about 2 or 3 kilometers, so I used a bicycle to finish the deliveries. At that moment, I honestly felt like I couldn't take it anymore. Buried in work and racing against the pressure of life every day, many people slowly forget that they were once university graduates, even master's degree holders, once the greatest pride of their families. While the whole city is still asleep, some people are still dreaming, but others have already started their journey. A phone, an electric motorbike, endless orders moving through every street and alley. Each delivery order marks the beginning of another day of survival, and also becomes the path that allows them to continue existing in this massive city. That is the everyday life of delivery drivers, and also the reality of countless ordinary people silently connected to each other through small orders. Picking up orders, waiting for orders, riding through the streets, delivering packages. Day after day passes in the same familiar cycle, quiet and never-ending. No one likes a life filled with struggle and exhaustion, but life has never given people too many choices. Some people ask, is this job tiring? They just smile and say, I'm used to it. Others ask, why did you choose this job? It's not because they had no better options. It's because the pressure of life forced them to choose the most realistic way to survive. Some also ask, does your family support you? How could parents not feel heartbroken? The worries of family members are both their softest weakness and the strongest armor that keeps them moving forward. They were not born strong. They simply became strong because of family, because of life, because they had no other choice. They do not enjoy wandering endlessly from place to place. Life simply does not allow them to stop, so they can only continue moving forward. Every hardship is a challenge given by life, and every time they fight through it, they slowly learn how to love life a little more. And maybe one day, the delivery orders will finally come to an end. But their journey through life will continue, with new hope, a new path, and dreams that are still unfinished.